Okay, today we are going to discuss about the monoclonal antibodies. First of all, antibodies. Antibodies, I think you can remember, it's a glycoprotein, specialized glycoprotein can react against antigen which is produced by activated B cells or sensitized B cells. Okay, the sensitized B cell produce plasma cells. The plasma cells produce antibodies and memory cells. Okay, when the sensitized T cells form, the sensitized T cells formed in response to antigen triggers, antigen entry. Okay. Antibody is also called immunoglobulin, which means immunologically reactive or active with antigens. Next, polyclonal antibody and monoclonal antibody. From the name itself we can say polyclonal means it has more than one epitopes, more than one antigen binding site or receptors. Monoclonal contain only one single epitopes for single antigen. So the potential cross reaction may be high for polyclonal antibody. It has more receptors, so more possible to cross reaction. Next, monoclonal antibody is less cross reactive effect because it has only one receptors. Also, it's specifically made for particular antigen. It's a specialized antibodies or homologous antibodies. Next, monoclonal antibodies. These are the homogeneous preparation of antibodies for the purpose of identifications of various antigens. It has same antigen recognition sites, so used to identify the specific antigens. Next, first the discovery of initial discovery of monoclonal antibodies. Initially, the magic bullets or hybridomos magic bullet theory was proposed by Paul Ehrlich in 20th century. In 1970s only, the B cell cancer and followed by the multiple myeloma cell was known. Also, there is a known thing that the B cells, the cancerous B cells can able to live longer when compared with normal cells. Also, it produces single type of antibody. For example, paraprotein. Okay, these are the persons involved in the hybridoma technology: Niels Gerin, George Scholar, Cesar Milstein, etc. Sorry, that's all. The three persons only made the hybridoma technology. Also, they made it possible to produce large quantities of antibodies with the help of hybridoma technology in high purity and monospecificity. They produce highly pure monospecific antibodies with the help of hybridoma technology. They combine the B cells and myeloma cells to produce hybridoma. It's a production flowchart for hybridoma. First of all, the myeloma cells has the basic character. The basic character for myeloma cell is it's a indefinite lifespan because it's a abnormal cells, cancerous cells, so it can live long life. But at the same time, it lacks HEPRT. Also, the same time, the B lymphocytes, which is derived from spleen cell, has less lifespan. After a short duration, it may die. They combine both and produce a hybridoma. First of all, myeloma cells. These myeloma cells do not have an HGPRT, which means a hypoxanthine guanine phosphoribosal transferase. So actually the HGPRT enzymes needed to synthesize purines for a cell. The cells needed HGPRT to synthesize purines or nucleotides using an extracellular source, hypoxanthine. It's a precursor. If the HGPRT is absent, no need to worry because it has a alternative mechanism, de novo pathway. So in the absence of HGPRT also, it can synthesize purines. Okay, same time, when the HGPRT absent cells or present cell, when the cells are exposed to aminopterin or folic acids, it's unable to use de novo pathway. It's failed to use de novo pathway. Okay, so if the cells exposed to aminopterin, it will purely depend on HGPRT for their survival. Survival means without purines or without DNA, they cannot live. So they must depend the HGPRT. The same time, if the cell is already lacking HGPRT and exposed to aminopterin, it may fail to produce fail to produce purines or nucleotides. This mechanism they apply in hybridoma production. Next, B cell. B cells it's a normal cells. It has the HGPRT. So also the drawback for B cell is it's a normal cell, so it soon get die. It does not have the capacity to grow indefinitely because of their limited lifespan. Next, procedure for hybridoma. There are 4 or 5 steps, important steps in hybridoma technology production. First one is cell fusion. Here the normal B cells derived from spleen cell, the spleen cell of mouse, normal healthy mouse. Prior to collection of spleen cell, it get immunized. Artificially, the mouse may immunized with desired antigen. From that, they collect spleen cells. Same as to they collect cancerous myeloma cells in order to produce hybridomas. Next, the fusion agent is polyethylene glycol. Also the medium they used is hat medium. They need to remove the unfused or unfused cells during screening. So they are cultured in the hypoxanthine aminopterin diamidine. First of all, they get immunized the mouse cells in order to collect spleen. Mice are immunized. The 2 to 3 weeks healthy mice may selected and get immunized. Next, isolate the antibody producing spleen cells. Before that, the mice may get booster dose to get completely immunized. After the immune dose or booster dose, the spleen cells may isolated from mice. Next step, production of hybridoma. Already I told the myeloma cells are lack in HPGRT, which means hypoxanthine phosphoribosyltransferase transferase. Okay, which is responsible for synthesis of nucleotides, but currently it was lack in myeloma cells. The another one is the cells are then screened in hat. It may blocks the aminopterin is present. It may blocks another nucleotide synthetic pathway, that is de novo pathway. With that, both are kept in a single vessel. In addition with, they add PEG, polyethylene glycol, for the purpose of fusion or for the purpose of getting hybridomas. So next, screening of hybridomas. When we are producing hybridomas, we cannot see this process using naked eye. So there are 3 possibilities after producing a hybridomas or after the entire reaction. The B cells alone present in the media. The normal cells which lack indefinite lifespan may present in the media. So that means low lifespan may present in the media. Same as to myeloma cells, the mutant in indefinite lifespan but lacking HGPRT. Also, we are mutate the myeloma cells into nucleotide lacking synthesis, which means we are exposed to aminopterin. We are exposed to hat medium. So the myeloma cells blocks both mechanism of producing and nucleotides. B cells can produce, but same time it has less lifespan. Also, there is another possibility. We are go through this experiment. Not only they go through this experiment for producing hybridomas. Okay, the hybridomas also formed because we are adding PEG, polyethylene glycol. Okay, the cells which are fused together, that is myeloma cells and B cells, can able to synthesis nucleotides. It's a fused form. So one part can indefinite lifespan, another part can de novo HPGRT. De novo pathway blocked by HAT. Leave it. Okay. So the hybridomas only can live long, as well as only can synthesize nucleotides or aminopterin. So the myeloma cells cannot able to produce nucleotides, so soon it get die. B cells has less lifespan, so it's also get died. This is happened. Hybridomas only survived in the end of the experiment during screening. Only for screening purpose only we are using HAT media. Okay. Next, the hybridomas are separated and individually cultured in a one cell per plate. Here the diagram shows the plates, wells for hybridomas culture. These cells are called as clonal culture. Okay, so after the few weeks of culture, it was screened by using desired antibodies. So, screening steps. Another here the antigens are immobilized in the wells. The wells contain antibodies. Or another. Okay. The different antibodies react to different epitopes on the same antigens. Finally, the desired antibodies, based on the screening, desired antibodies are grown in mass culture in a separate flask. So overall experiment, initially the mouse get immunized in the first step. After that, the myeloma cells unable to produce antibodies are, which is grown in a separate media. Next, it was fused together with the help of PEG, together with spleen along with PEG. Next, it was grown in a separately grown in a HAT media. So there the only hybridomas only survive. Okay, that's all about monoclonal antibodies.